good morning, Glue Troopers. After I made my video yesterday, I went back out to the Tarbis and worked for a while, and I practiced a little more with photography with my cell phone, and I noticed that staying at a little bit of a distance, not too far back, of course, but staying a little bit of a distance did help keep the whole model in focus. Here is a picture of the Stuka zoomed in versus when I actually get physically closer to the model, and looks like the wingtips are starting to get a little out of focus there. So just a note to self. So I got cranking on my Stuka-Duster, and I decided I wanted to make it yellow like most crop dusters, but I didn't feel like spending 14 coats of the spray gun, and this is just a fun build, so I used some big old heavy-duty 2X house paint, and now I've got to give that overnight to harden. And there was a freaking flap that just, an aileron on that Stuka that just, I put it on 3 times and it keeps breaking off. Go figure. So then I went over and started working on the regular JU87D Monogram 148 scale Stuka, just pre-painting a bunch of stuff, including adding the 2 little yellow stripes to the bomb, which came as decals on the Pro Modeler. And I don't know if everybody did it or it was just that one, but I thought it looked kind of cool, so I put them on there. Fleshed out a little detail on the inside that you probably won't even be able to see. Like I say, pre-painted the wheels and the guns and the instrument panel and stuff like that. And just getting ready to start assembly. I also shot some black over the upper wing roots because this does not have decals for the walkways. And personally, I find it's easier to do a negative, paint it black, put tape over it, trim it, then shoot the paint and then peel off and let the black show, than trying to tape off the region afterwards. Got the pilots painted. They look a little bit better at a distance. Remember, it's 148 scale. And I've got everything in there hardening right now. So I gave it just enough time for the house paint to be where I could start peeling the tape off. Some areas the tape did not seal well, and of course that house paint's under a lot of pressure. But a lot of areas did come out okay, and it's kind of looking crop dustery. And I'm going to figure out, I don't think I'll use a spreader bar. I'll probably wind up putting a dust dispenser between the landing gears. Probably scratch build that. But just trying to give it that crop duster look. I'll play with some insignias and stuff for it in numbers or whatever. And just having a good time with it. And that's all it is, a fun build. But I got to give that stuff about 24 hours to harden because it's real easy to leave fingerprints in. But it's starting to kind of look like what I expected it would. It almost looks like a 1930s race plane at this stage. And I'll probably, I don't know, I'll figure out what I want to do with the hopper, which will be behind the pilot. And if I want to make an open cockpit or put a frame in there. But that's coming along. So the landing gears came off. They just be working, pulling the tape off the tires. So those have to be re-glued, but that's not a big deal. By the way, Model Palooza is this weekend in Orlando. I don't know if I'm going to get down there or not. I'd like to, but we got a lot going on here. So, but the live stream's still Saturday night. So if I do go to Model Palooza on Saturday, I got to leave early enough to get home in plenty of time for the live stream. And we'll see how that works out. You guys take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.